When I first saw this message, I remember thinking that Typhoon must have some insane marketing people. But I messed around with it yesterday and I learned that it's actually a relentless killing machine. So now I'm going to teach you how you can use that to your advantage. I've been working on unlocking all the emblems, and there's one for the Typhoon. So I set a plane up to just kind of try to pound through the 35 kills that I needed. And it ended up surprisingly being a lot easier than what I was expecting. At least easier than I had with the F-16, for example. So, wanted to show you how to get it set up and what I was using in order to make it as good as it could be. Alright, so let's take a look at the Typhoon. Now it's funny because I originally set it up for the LAAM, um, but since I've used that on other planes like the F-14D, I thought I would experiment with the HCAA missiles. As you can see here, fast loading air-to-air missiles. Because numerous missiles can be loaded at once, they're effective when used alongside regular missiles. So with that in mind, I just kind of treated them like additional standard missiles. So what I did was tried to upgrade both at the same time. So for maneuverability, you see here I have the variable cycle engine, the ECU software update, to keep from stalling, and the flap actuators, which I put on all of my planes so that I can pitch the nose faster and turn quicker. And then I didn't actually put the proximity fuse on the standard missiles because it was originally setting up for LAAMs, like I said, but it ended up working out really well. I had homing, and then for my specials I had the proximity fuse for damage, and then propellant for speed, and then takeoff weight augmentation, which is gives you more missiles. And then down at the bottom here we'll have the high-speed data link antenna to improve the homing on the standards. Now I may take the speed off the HCAA and swap it for damage for the standards, but it worked out surprisingly well just with just kind of stumbling into this combination. So I recommend it, and I would definitely suggest checking it out. Alright, so now we're going to jump into a multiplayer match. This is actually only about my third match with the Typhoon from yesterday. You'll see I was just kind of messing around, just tossing missiles everywhere to see what I could do. But this match actually ended up going really well. I was really surprised by the number of kills I managed to get, considering I barely used this plane. Now obviously it can't do a post-stall maneuver, but that's fine. It's still very maneuverable. Now, if you took my advice at the beginning of the series and tried the F-22 to learn how to play, then you'll be pretty surprised when you go to fly the Typhoon, because when you're used to wrestling the top tier super fast planes, this one is super easy. Partly because it's not so fast, it's easier to get behind people. so you don't overshoot your target as much. And it helped a lot, honestly. As soon as I switched back to a higher tier plane after playing this one for a little while, I suddenly got much better at throttle management, and didn't fly quite as balls out all the time, and realized that that would help more with getting behind folks, which I've had some trouble with. And I've mentioned when I very first started the series that I'm still learning. And even after I've flown like 1,500 sorties in multiplayer, and I'm still learning. And that's what this series is about, as quickly as I learn something, I want to pass it along to anybody that happens to be watching. So you can learn along with me. And I'm in this game for the long haul, and that's why, like, even in the beginning, I was saying I want to help people enjoy it and help people make the most of it and not get frustrated and not quit, because I'm planting my flag in this motherfucker. I'll- Whichever of us dies first, me or the game, I'm gonna be on it till the end. But yeah, so anyway, a thing I wanted to mention is it might not be that enthralling watching a Typhoon match, but it's a lot more fun to fly than it looks, if that makes sense. It's a really nice plane, and with the ECM modification, I don't stall that much, and even when I do stall, I never really lose control. Oh, something I wanted to mention: when you're stalling or doing a high G, if you're able to, it helps if you're upside down, because gravity helps pull you back around. So if you have an opportunity, if you're running low on momentum, or you're trying to high G turn faster, and it works out for the situation, if you flip upside down and go around instead of, say, turning horizontally, you turn quicker, obviously. Post stall maneuver experience helps as well with that. But anyway, I hope this was useful. Um, and I tried to put all the good information at the beginning, so that you didn't necessarily have to sit through the match if you didn't want to. But check this out right here. I got 7 kills. Honestly, I didn't even realize. I was just, I noticed when I was blowing people up, but I was like, seriously, 7? So anyway, I hope this is helpful. Like I said, thanks for watching, and hopefully you'll watch my next video. Like and subscribe if you liked it, and have a great day.